Entertainment Network.
Iron Reese. The talk is still real. We still on the corner. We gonna touch on some topics.
SKN, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, we got topics. Let's have a discussion. The people got questions. The people want answers. Yeah, it's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. Yeah.
Iron Reese. The talk is still real. We still on the corner. We gonna touch on some topics.
It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. It's real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. It's real talking. Real talk. Yeah.
And we are live and back.
No, and we are back.
We're back. It's been a minute.
man.
It's been a minute.
There we go.
It's been a good minute since we've been on this platform as real talk corner. But it feels good, especially with the guest that we have tonight, and we're starting off with a bang. You know what I mean? We're starting off with a bang. I'm very excited about this guest that we're about to talk to. But Reese, how are you doing, man? How are you doing, my brother?
Man, I good, man. I airy. Taking life easy,
Yes,
you know.
sir. Okay. All right, trying to make some changes. I like to make my changes close to the end of the year versus going into the new year. So whenever I try to make a New Year's resolution, if I do that, I've already started it. So it's more of a continue, so trying to be a little, I'm supposed to be doing some biometric scanning and stuff. We usually check like cholesterol and these kind of things. So I want that number to look really good. So I want to feel healthy, be healthy, So you ready to talk to the guest that we have tonight?
Man, yeah, man. We kicked off like about tonight gonna be what it's the big time soca artist out of Queen City Nevis. Man, Eazi. You know what I mean? Road March champion, soca monarch champion. The man is a winner all over. The man went California and come back with hardware. So the man let us know that he's capable of representing us on the global stage. So without further ado, we're gonna bring in Eazi, man, and let Eazi come talk to it.
Easy. Hold on, Easy. That was my bad. Let's do this again. Go ahead.
Yeah, good night to
music.
everybody listening. Good night to the host. Good night to everybody.
Yes, sir. So Easy, how we going? This is Real Talk Corner, so we try to keep the talk real. And the realest person out there to tell the story of Eazi is Eazi. Before Eazi, there was Kenny Warner, right? Eazi, I don't know when Eazi came into being. Oh, hold on. That was the wrong screen. People be a little bit rusty, But
I realize there's a bit of delay.
Yeah, that delay is expected. But Eazi, back with you. We're gonna let you talk to the people and tell the people. Good night to everybody that joining. Tell the people who Eazi is. How Eazi came, how we came, the Eazi that we know, how he came about. Let's go.
Well, my younger years, I started in St. Kitts. I spent most of my younger years in St. Kitts. My mother from St. Kitts. My dad from Nevis, so they link up and they had a few kids. Most, as I say, in my younger years, I was in St. Kitts. Went to Miss Neil preschool in Panspasha. Um, I used to live with my aunt in Panspasha. That's how I ended up going to Panspasha School and Newton Primary. But my mother used to live there. After a while, my aunt who I lived with, she got married, she had a child, and eventually moved to Sabre. So I eventually moved to Kayan. Um, I was doing good in school, so my mother decided she ain't gonna take me out of Newton Primary. She gonna just leave me and leave me until grade six, cause she figured me I would get distracted by my brothers them. So she just left me there. Music for me started around grade two by a lady named Miss Welch. That was Miss Welch of Newton Primary, and she lived in up the village. And she used to teach us recorder, the flute, and other instruments and so on. That is when I first got my exposure to music at a very young age. We used to play school events, we used to play church events, as well as a few hotel events. So I've gotten some exposure to performing, like even at a young tender. For me, that continued to primary school until grade six, straight to primary school. And then I went to Kayan High, where I didn't really focus much on music. I used to like to play a lot of football. I used to play a little bit of basketball, but I kind of switched from music going into high school to football. So I played a lot of football. I did first farm in Kayan High, and then I came to Nevis for second farm coming up. That was around 97. And when I came to Nevis, I thought that was it for me. I didn't have no intentions of doing any music. So the rest of high school, it was just, I was doing good in school too. I went through all A1 streams. Football was my favorite pastime. I played for the school team after I left high school. Now I went to play for a couple of teams. I played for Hard Times. I played for Newcastle. Um, and then music came along. My brother, the bassman, he was in primary school still. And Spain, me and Spain used to be in class, same farm. And Spain uncle and his family is a musical family. Duku, Snowflakes, all them guys. So Spain generally music was his thing. So I was a bit a shy guy at the time, and I saw them fingering and mixing up with the music and saying they wanna go a band and playing around with the instruments, but alone in the PS. Well, at the mandolin at the time, and Spain was just learning the keyboards and the rhythm box. So eventually some of the elders in the village heard us playing, and they decided that I like Gunji, a guy named Gunji. We didn't have a house. We used to practice in bedroom, and then after we left up by me, we went down by Spain, in the backyard, and we used to practice again. Most of the villagers could give account to every night we used to be playing. We didn't really have nowhere to go, so we would just practice. No gigs, nothing, no band name, nothing. Just the passion and the drive to reach somewhere. Cause back in them days, every young man wanted to be in a band. Everybody wanted to be in a band. You had Masters, Sugar Band. Everybody wanted to be in a band. So we had a lot of potential musicians. Even had a few young bands rising up. Ricky had a band before Odyssey too. Their name was Strivers. Was Spain Spain brother, along with some of the other cousins and so on. So, but they didn't reach too far. They I think they play mostly 1 gig or 2 gigs, and then the band break up. The band broke up, and them guys just went on to doing other stuff. But we decided that we're not gonna stop. They were inspiration, and they stopped, and we decided, something good got, cause a lot of musicians and performers and cultural acts and so on came out of Brick Hill, and it was just living in Brick Hill. You had that kind of spirit to take to cultural stuff. So we decided we're not gonna stop. Eventually, we got a gig in the village. That was a Christmas tree lighting, and the band had a different name at the time. And had name Excess Band. But
Access.
he had another band in sync. Its name Excess. So, but we played with under that name Excess Band, and then the reception was great. We also had Alibi in the band as well. She performed that night too with us, and the reception was great, beautiful. Everybody loved the performance, and we had high hopes for ourselves. And going along, we get couple instruments. We play. We used to play with Sonics at a point, when they had waves. Waves place name, right?
Yeah, sure.
Over back.
Supersonics?
Yeah. No, well, they were
Okay.
all shot at the time.
They were done outshot
It
that
had
point?
yeah,
Okay.
that was 2001, somewhere 2001, 2002. And they used to, because Duku was Spain uncle. Spain had a lot of links to do things. So they really had like the vibes too. So they encouraged us, and every Sunday we would play over by Conchshell, and that was one of the regular gigs. And then we started playing at different events in town, Sandala, down Chevy's. That's when it was behind the airport there, and we just took off over the years. The music started getting more people, and more people started to listening to music. We started getting other gigs. We went to St. Thomas, Anguilla. We went to a couple of gigs we had in St. Kitts. I believe we did one in Stacia. Oh, we used to do some boat ride going to Stacia and Seosla. So them gigs as well really gave us a boost and so on. And capture we first road march in 2006 with a song called Do It Like We. And the band
Oh,
was
yeah.
just on a high. I believe the year after is when Massa Blue joined the band and Duku. And then from then on, it was just smooth sailing. Band get bigger. The band start threatening other bands, making them feel a little uncomfortable. And then the revival started with Sonics. Well,
Yeah.
the revival was even before that. That was something that was constant. We and Sonics always had a back and forth, and that helped to build us too. And I give thanks for that, because if we never had come up against these guys, kind of toughen us up. And I always say that was the greatest challenge we had musically. And once we stood up to these guys, because Sonic was a powerhouse,
Yeah.
and nobody would have thought to we could have stand up against them, but we did, and we gained the respect. And to this day, we always talk about it. Sometimes I meet Tebulus, and we would talk about it, the other guys and so on, and just reminisce on the good times, as Daddy Wow would say. So after that, playing couple of years now. We're doing we thing, we jamming. People go and come. Blue came, left, LL, Duku, Reese, few guys came, left, and the band. To me, the band popularity started declining. I don't know. We really needed to look at what we was doing and start. We really should have paid a lot more attention to what people were saying. But I think we were a bit egotistic, I would say, and feeling like we on top of the world and we really got to listen what nobody got to say. But if eventually the band lost some popularity, but we still was playing, still doing gigs, still pushing out music, still making an impact the same way, still traveling, still doing with thing, and eventually I I I kind of had a yearning for more. Like this ain't where I picture myself, you know. So I started to question myself as to what what my next move gonna be, what the big move gonna be. Um, I started talking, thinking to myself about taking a break and just leaving the scene for a while and trying something else. And that is when I started talking with a few people, and we talk about changing my life. And, I studied it a lot, and I said, I wonder if is this what my next calling be. And I just, after I gave a lot of thought, I talked to me family about it, my wife and my kids and so on, and we decided, let's try something different, see what it's all about. And my intention was to do do music as again the same gospel music, but after going into it and actually seeing what it's all about, it wasn't. I mean, I would say that it wasn't something that I kind of took. So I decided by I know people, people contact, and it took me a little while before I could have muster up the courage to say bye. I came back to soca and talk to me again, and that was the decision. I tell them, well, I feel like I need to be back in soca. I got a yearning, and I just want to back out there with the people, and that is when and Duku. Duku would always be sending me music, no matter what. Duku would send music and send songs, and I would just look at my phone and just ignore them, and he would still send months. And me not respond, and Duku would still power all the time. And sometimes you get put in certain positions, certain things happen in your life. You wonder, well, why why this happening to me. But me is a opportunistic person, and I always look at the glass as half full. So I look at the learning experience, and it really, during that period again, it really teach me who really behind me, and who just there for the fame, and who just there for when you're on top. And I realize a lot of people around me just remove themselves away from me, and I think that was a good thing when I look back at it. That you know, certain people in your life, they just there for the glory, and they just there to see what they could get. And I think that was the lesson I needed to be taught. So that kind of made me maybe think different. That made me stronger and know how to deal with people going forward. So back to Doku now. Doku, he sent me Wally, and Wally started to really kind of create an impression on me, and I always wanted to do a patriotic song. And I said, "Bye, this is the one now. I don't respond." So I said, "Bye, this is nice. I like it. I like it. Let me do something." And that was history. Wally, we did Wally. Um, he started the writing, and I finished the writing. So he did like the first verse and the chorus, and then I did the second verse and finish out the song and so on. And then I did chasing things with me. I also did a song with my daughter, a song called Never Give Up. And I kind of I took a different path to soca. So all of that was, I guess, was to show me how I'm not just a soca man. I could do other stuff, and you got the potential. And at any point in time you want to switch to a different style of genre, you could just go ahead and do it because
Yeah.
you fit, So I did those two. Then two sec had a rhythm there, the cantan rhythm. The song I did, if them not add no value to your life, they'll cut them off. And that one again was another bummer. That one job hard. After that now, and this is during COVID too. So it wasn't we didn't have nowhere to go. Nothing was doing, so I had a lot of time on my hand to get stuff done, get music done. My daughter, I was working on her as well because I saw the potential in her from a very young age. She was look. I didn't even know she used to notice what I was doing and observe. And sometimes I would see her trying to record stuff, and she we bought little devices for her, and she would be recording music, and sometimes I would even record her and she not even realize that I recording her. And so I paid a lot of attention to her. Also during this period was when I discovered the World Championship of Performing Arts. And I think a lot of things happen for a lot of reasons, because I don't think I would have come across this World Championship if I didn't really take a break from the music, because that yearning for more, and I decided to do my own research. I felt like I wanted to be something bigger than, take part in something more international. I wanted to represent my country and make the nation proud, and put my name out there and the country name out there. So I came across World Championship of Performing Arts, and I just Google international competitions, and I signed up for about six of them, different X Factor, America's Got Talent, Voice, modeling competition, kind of thing. No, they just send me email because I made application to all of them, and some of them I got accepted, and they still sending me email telling me, registration home and all of that. But the Wacopa really caught my eyes because it's a world international championship, and I've never heard, a lot of people never heard about it as well. So I felt like, yeah, this is the one. This is the one. We did, because of COVID again. They contacted me, but the event didn't keep that year, so they did a virtual event, and I recruited a few divisions, including Vinel, a lady by the name. Well, she's from Dominica, but she name is named Hannah, Medita, and Bora Ballet, and everybody received a virtual medal, and they were very happy. And then that is when I decided, I gonna enter the Soca Monarch competition with Fet Me Down. I how that happened is we were working on a project with the
Which
youth
so
department.
Amana? Nevis?
Yeah, no, yeah. Soca Monarch in Nevis.
Oh,
But
okay.
how that came was I was working on a project with the youth department, and they recruited a few people. There was Swain, a couple other people, a couple other singers, and so on. Excuse me. So I used to go by Swain because we were doing a song called "Save the Earth" that we released last year, year before. But after going by Swain, we were working on that song, writing and so on, and I used to listen to some of the beats and what he would produce, and one of them catch me ears, the one for Fet Me Down, and I said, "Bye, I like this one, yeah. Let me do something." But never, I didn't even really plan for Soca Mona either, but I just wanted to do the song. I catch me ears, and I love to hear the beat. So instantly, lyrics started to come, melody started to come, and we did the song, and people again loved the song. The song had the Adele saying she loved the song, and I put it out there to a couple DJs, regional and international, and man, the response was real good. This one DJ in particular from Trinidad named Sonic Boom,
Mm.
he had a show. He live in Miami, and he had a show, and he used to just blast Let Me Down. The man called me and tell me, "But I love this song," and the man was going crazy over the song, and he asked me to do a dub plate for him, and I did the dub, and man, I tell you, yeah, the song just went crazy. And then Soca Mona came up, and I really ain't a soca man because I feel like Soca Mona take a lot of time, and a lot of the times it's just me. I don't really have a team. So a lot of the
Mm.
time it's just me dealing with everything. My brother would help me ballet. Um, but then Patrice, she did some work for me with what is that? I can assure you. And we came first one up, and she said she not gonna settle for first. She want the crown. So she as soon
Yeah,
as she hear the song, she
Patrice.
messaged me. Yeah, Patrice from Saint Kitts, Patrice Harris.
Oh, okay. 'Cause when you say
She does my
Patrice and soca, you know there's Patrice Roberts and thing. You can't just say Patrice. You
yeah,
gotta say Patrice. Yeah.
Patrice Harris.
Okay.
She's Lucas' manager.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
she,
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I met her. Man, is a lot of story. You know, I met her in St. Thomas during the hurricane because I was trying to get in touch with my family, and she reached out to
Mm-hmm.
me and tell me if she was going to try and find if they are right and so on, and she went over to the house. Nobody had no contacts and so on, but she had a way how to get in touch with people. So she let me know that everybody are right, and then the relationship just got better from there. So she pushed me to do Soca Monarch, and thankfully we won. There's a lot of work, a lot of practicing, a lot of back and forth. But we won Soca Monarch with Fet Me Down. That was last year. Um, and then I decided I gonna focus on the Wakopa thing. So I started to make preparations. I got sponsorship. I got help from all sorts of people, and last minute now I still needed some financing, and I didn't even know where the money would have come from because you got to pay to register and compete and so on, and I end up getting the money, and I end up going to California this year. So I wasn't here for Culturama. I didn't take part in any of the events, even though I released a song, but I didn't take part in any of the events. But my greater calling was the World Championship of Performing Arts, where I entered and I won 2 silver medals and a bronze medal. And I came back in August. I came back on parade day. So when I reached Nevis now, the bands was just they had done. I think they had done the crossing and the stage and everything, and was just jamming on the road. And I wanted to jump on the band truck and but I was so tired and I just sit down on the waterfront and then after that I went home. But my intentions for Work Up didn't stop there. I wanted to be even make even more of an impact by being the national director for St. Kitts and Nevis for the Wakopa chapter. So I applied, um, did the application, paid the fees to get the registration, and just waited and hoping for the best. And just last week, we received that email with the certificate saying that everything was approved and you are now the national director for St. Kitts and Nevis. So I give thanks for all of that. I give thanks for the journey that I've been through. And trust me, everything I go through, I always try to take some sort of lesson, some learn something from it, than to just go through and not, benefit from your life experiences. So that's basically everything in a nutshell, and I'm here today.
All right. Easy,
Easy.
easy. You've had a legendary career. I like how you move over to things, but we will get into a lot of things, Now, yeah, man. One of the
Before
things I
you
want
got
to ask you about, right?
wait, Reese, before you go into what you want to get into, because I know you're going into a lot of in-depth stuff. I want to start with the surface question, because with all that you
Mhm.
just explained to us, the man not easy at all, no? But yet still in him easy. And I just want to know where you get the name Easy from. Who gave you the name Easy and how it
Well,
come about? And then Reese could get into his part.
from school, I was always not really much of a talkative person, not really much of a fussy person.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing much really bothered me up to this day.
Mm-hmm.
And some of my friends used to say, "You're easy, you're easy, you're easy." And so the name stick because my persona is very calm, very laid back, and in much you would get to bother me.
Okay. Okay. So I understand that then. I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah,
So okay. Reese guy now.
sure is.
Hey, so, and from my recollection, the first song I would have heard from you would have been Spot Water, man. That would have been released
Yeah,
around 2003, 2003, if I'm correct.
yeah,
Um, Take
yeah.
us back to that experience, right? 'Cause that would have been your first recording, your first song being played and the radio and things like that. What was that experience like?
Wow. Well, all the time, I never really, my family never really been a music family. Um,
Mm,
I've never written any songs. I've never played any. Well, besides the flute, I've never really played the traditional instruments like the keyboards and the guitar and so on. I am not familiar with playing them. So I just had the drive. I just had the intention to write. I said to myself, well, if so much of people in the world are like, how come me can't write and song? How these
mm,
people get song right and me can't get song right? So I started like listening to music, different styles of music, different type of writing. Um, Even now, I still does try and do my own research, do my own little YouTube video and how to write and so on. So it's always a learn for me. It's always a learning experience. So
Mm.
that really is what really kind of pushed me. I just had the drive. I didn't know how to write anything, but I just had the drive and that. But sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need. The will, and you're gonna find a way. So when I did Spot Water, and I heard the song playing on the radio for first. I was like, that damn it on the radio, damn it. And I call all kind of people. The song on the radio, the song on the radio. Everybody listen and I was encouraging people to call in. You know, the band was the village itself was behind the band, so people would call from the village, call the radio station, people in the village, and just request the song, and the song blew up because it was a popular thing in Brickhill too, Spot Water. So I mean, if you notice that's my career go. Most of my songs them it's just like popular slangs and so on. I would just capitalize and do a song about it. So I was very elated and excited to hear my song on the radio and feel accomplished, feel like a writer. So that was a good one of the best experiences for me, just hearing my first song on the radio and hearing my voice on the radio, outside hearing my voice outside of me head.
So you wrote that? You wrote Spot Water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You do most of your writing. You get
at least 99%.
99? 99 is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know you talk a lot about Duku, and I know Duku don't write a lot of songs for a lot of people. Yeah, so.
Well, Duku would write. Cause what he does, he know how he know my style. So if he doing a song for me, he would start writing, but I would finish it. But his only song what he would produce, he would do writing too. But any other projects, I would write down my songs. So whatever 1%, I would say Duku. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you come out for 2003, right? We're going to 2004. And you had your first groovy soca hit, Music is Life. But then you had Bounce Up and you had Squeeze Them on the same album. And then the last time was a Carib song. Song about drink and Carib because I know that you should.
Yeah.
No, Reese can got you. Reese can got you fully.
No, so the year 2004 was a tough year because you had all the friends with walking on a batty and swinging time. You had I don't know if I remember the band Extra Band had the song Handaman.
Yeah.
And you had
Handaman.
Code Red. Coming out of 2004, how you felt? How you felt the band did going into the cultural season and the Roma situation that year?
I believe that year they win a Pan no.
Okay.
At least I think the second year and the third year we not get Pan Road because we not had the finances to get on the road. So man, that damn my spirit that I ball a year because we had some good music and we didn't get to go on the road and put out the music. So that was like a crushing year for me. That really hit me hard that year.
So, Eazi, you just open up another topic there. You talk about financing the band and stuff. So, you say it was a challenge to finance the band? You found like you guys had difficulties often?
Yeah, because, to get on the road, because you got to go rent within a full system. So, we had to rent system. Most of the times, the system had to come from St. Kitts and to transport, put people up. System expensive, you gotta put them up for the whole weekend, and then the money from culture, you can't even pay for half of the system. So it was a real expensive venture. When you see us on the road, not because people feel like it's a big band on the road. The finance, sometimes we used to got to scrabble, take loan, do all kind of thing, and just make sure it get done.
Wow. That's some love you got for your fans then. And some love you got for music. Because you're putting yourself through all the financial hardship there and people not even realize that you got through that. And then you still come out, you smile and you entertain, and I guess you get your repayment just by seeing them. And then Culturama committee takes a long time to pay you back. which is
A long time.
disgusting when you're doing a business. And that's another conversation we could get into later.
Yeah,
Reese, I don't know if you
yeah, man.
continue, you can continue shooting if you had some more for him.
No, man, because we got to build into the first romance. Eh? We got to build into it.
Mhm.
So,
2005 was the best album to me. It was Odyssey best album. You know,
So
we had songs like Still Champion,
2005.
Lego the
Yeah.
Bricks, Solid as a
Hmm.
Rock. That album was the best album to me. But you still again was not
Yeah, that was a hard
victorious.
year.
You weren't victorious. Also decided to bring in Shaki from Singles to sing a
Hmm.
song there. But
was that Sun and Rain?
you had there at Sana Rain. When you look back on 2005, you could have seen growth and development within the band. What was the response within the band to how 2005 would have gone as a year, the entire year?
Well, over the years, we always try and advance ourselves musically, personally. So that year, I mean, Shaki was big that year. Sonics was big, so you put the two of them together is an unstoppable force. But we did what we could, but we just wasn't we didn't get that road match here, and all of these things is learning. We learning from these experiences. Bringing out your music only was an important thing again. So we started bringing out the music from May. From May, we would drop the first two songs, and then maybe like July, early July, we would drop the album. But we learned that we got to bring out the music early. We got to make sure people get accustomed to the music even before the drama start. So that year as well really taught us that we got to get the music out early, and we marketing so that by the time we're ready to go on the road, people done accustomed to the music and done familiar with the music.
Yeah, yeah. As
Yeah,
Reese
man.
mentioned, still champion the song playing in my head right now, but
No, this song is a
you know,
hit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, back in them days, honestly, easy, me not gonna lie to you. I never used to allow myself to enjoy Odyssey. I used to be telling myself I don't like Odyssey music. Odyssey is the competition. You know what I mean?
This song
Yeah,
is a
man, the
hit.
thing was real. The thing was real. Trust me.
Yeah, yeah. It's no hate. It's just that it's just the loyalty that I had to Ultrasonics
I
never
know,
allow me.
yeah,
But
I know we go.
I
I know
used
we go. Because it
to
was the
catch
same thing,
myself as
and we end too.
like just, but I can't sing that song there, boy. But the song them is so catchy, you know. You used to be
Yeah,
upset
yeah, yeah, man,
when
yeah,
ring
man.
in there and come in and one style and so on. I can't even escape the I can't even escape. I can't escape the
Why?
sweetness, boy. But Reese got
Yeah,
I know I couldn't escape the sweetness. But yeah, I hear singing still trampling in my head and I said, boy, you know a lot of these words. You know the words, huh? You know the
Mm.
words of the song.
no man, the song was a hit. I tell
You
you,
know them all the time.
this song was a hit. This song was a hit. You
yeah,
can't you can't take it. You can't take it from easy. This song was a hit.
yeah,
But
it's a really nice song.
yeah, man, it was a hell of a song, man. But one of the
Mm,
things in life that we see in art, right? They always say art imitate life.
mm,
And going in 2006,
Right.
they had an unfortunate situation in the Brown Hill
mm,
basketball court where
Yeah.
a young man would have passed away. There had been a shooting and a young man would have unfortunately lost his life. And I think sometimes from sorrow we see that some writers do the best writing. And easily I think this would have been one of those times for you where you would have penned
mm,
Fallen Friends.
mm-hmm,
And
Yeah.
you release Fallen Friends, and Fallen Friends itself was a song that everyone was able to gravitate to because death unfortunately is something that we have all experienced. Um and we still say condolences to the departed. But what was that for you? Was that your emotions coming out in that writing session?
That was. I would say that's me. That's me really song. that song comes straight out my heart. Straight, it's like I just pull that straight from my heart and just try it on the paper because that year or two we had a lot of violence and Nevis was rampant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
You know,
right.
I was rough. You couldn't go some places, even if you're not you from Castle, you can't go Gingerland or Tongue, some places, and the violence just took over the country, and he had a lot of weeping people, parents, siblings, and my cousin was ended up being a victim, and he used to live with me, so me and he was real close. We used to go all over the place. Um, so that one really caught me. Really was emotional for me, cause he was always every time the band play, he there supporting, he lifting up speakers, he doing this, he doing that. So that was like my favorite cousin gone, and not coming back. So even if you listen to the song itself, you could even the ad libs and everything was like I couldn't keep up because
okay.
I
Hold
was
on,
feeling,
easy.
yeah.
Hold on. I'll have you there said that because you got a part of this song where I tell a man, something like Easy a cry when he said a part there. Was there a part during the
Yeah, man.
recording where you would have gotten emotional during the recording and that would have came out?
For the whole song, for the whole recording, everything, every part what I did, it was just memories and tears flowing, and my whole emotions came out in that song, from ad libs to the leads, vocals, backups, everything was just a whole roller coaster of emotions for that song. I don't even listen to this song because every time I listen it just bring back memories. It just pull at me heartstrings.
Oh.
Uh, and I could see it even now that we're talking, you know, I could see that even now you talking about it, it seems like it just automatically invoke these emotions of sorrow and pain.
Yeah,
And, like it ain't really something that you really like to talk about. You do it as a tribute, but I could tell that you're very, it's unsettling when you talk about it. And, it's a great tribute to your cousin. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. It's a great tribute to your cousin and all the other fallen soldiers out there. That's a good
Yeah,
song.
man. Yeah,
A good
man.
song.
But
yeah,
they say something from your greatest sorrow come your greatest victories. And that year would actually been your first
yeah,
road match as well. That would have been your
yeah.
first road match as well. So it would have been a bittersweet situation, but talk to us about that, man.
Mm.
Yeah, and something else. Oh, but a lot of people meet me and tell me I can't write a better song. That's my best song ever. Even to this year, people tell me I can't write a better song and I can't do a better song than that. No matter what song I do, I can't do a better song than that. So a lot of people
Yeah,
still hold on to that song as my best.
you got songs,
Yeah,
man. You got
yeah,
songs
man.
on it, so what could compete? But that one there, I think that
Yeah.
one there is going to hit home, and a lot of people, it puts them in a different state because when you
Mm,
talk about art, right, and you talk about how the art reflects life, and if you're able to listen a song and that song is able to change your state automatically, it just shows you how powerful that song is. But then if we talk about a next song now, right, when we talk about your roadmap song, it's gonna also now lift the mood and it can show you that you've you've
yes,
produced
yes.
you produce good music, man. Trust me. Therese, continue.
No, man, I know
Reese
I
are the
want to
Let's
know
king.
go,
about this
Reese.
stuff too.
Reese are the king
Listen,
of this.
when you tell me we got Easy, I went and I jammed my ADC file from my laptop and I said, let me listen to some. Then go back and refresh my mind on some of these.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
went through album by
Um,
album and start to listen. I went go buy Caribbean and after listen to Ginger Caribbean. You mean? Oh, you mean? Yeah, man. But how the first road match was played by Eazi? Pulling in the first road match 20
Why
2006, right?
when it was, I mean, I sleep good that night. I didn't even go work the next day.
Main sleep. Main sleep. Main sleep.
It was good because it was, I mean, we had a lot of support. We had a lot. The village,
Yeah.
the parish, the island. We had a lot of support behind us, and people was hoping that we get a road march. And we've been around since 2002, 2003, and we hadn't won a road match yet. And when it came, man, I tell you, the whole band just light up the village. Everybody was in a good mood, high spirit, and it was like culture Ramadan, but it just started.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. It was good. Everybody, I mean, yeah, Vicky, the first road match, the band been pushing and pushing and pushing, and finally we got a road match, and we felt accomplished that year. We felt okay,
Nice,
yeah, we reached now. Nobody could tell her
yeah, yeah,
nothing.
yeah. All the hard work pay off. All them days in the backyard and in the
Yeah,
bedroom pay off. Yeah,
yeah,
man. Yeah.
Mm.
pay off, pay off, pay right off.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We're happy for you, man. The hard work paid off. But now we're going to talk about something because I think it would have been the first time anybody would have ever seen any tension between culture
Wait. No,
sound
can't go
and
into that
artists.
yet. I gotta ask a question about the road. Which song was road march? Which song had win road march?
See, do it like we.
Do it like we had win road march. Okay, but
Yeah.
so for road march, is it just the bragging rights for road march? Like, is it more of
Basically,
like
yeah, I would say.
that's what it is? That's what it is, the bragging
Yeah,
rights.
cause the money ain't nothing. The money ain't much. The money, I mean, we thankful still, but
Hmm.
is not no load of money where you say, boy, we are trying to compete to get this load of money. It's just bragging rights and using that to market yourself to go to other
Hmm.
islands and so on. With the road mass champs out and Nevis,
Yeah,
that
okay.
get people excited and wanna come
Got you.
out.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, because I always wondered if it was just the bragging rates that really caused the excitement around road march and so on. And then when we do it like we, they can't do it like we, by and that
Yeah.
is kind of ironic, But I had Reese. I know you're switching the gears. You're switching the
No,
gears.
yeah, yeah, but this so check this now. We don't build this thing, eh? It would have been Winfest weekend 2007. Odyssey don't start to
Mm,
release the music, get ready to go into culture. But they don't get the chant them, the talk and engine and them thing they running. And now the first time we ever see any tension between Odyssey and Ultra would have been at with Monday and the beach. There was a
I
situation where the band
mean,
changed
he's
over.
don't forget.
There was a situation
I
where the
almost
band
forget
changed
about that.
over. The first time we ever really see the band them actually kind of face off was that.
Yeah,
Easy.
I
You
almost
got
get physical.
you
Almost.
had a chant. I had a chant. Talk. All they do is talk. And
Hmm.
then two set just come in the band. And then two set playing for Ultra and two set drop the same rhythm. And they had a little thing there.
Oh, he was vexed. Somebody been plug
Really?
out
Yeah,
somebody keyboard or something.
Yeah, because they wanted
I
one
think
by
yeah, the
one together, they
band.
wanted to come on this stage.
Okay, I
Yeah,
think I
Ultra.
remember that.
Who it was like? I think yeah. I can't remember exactly.
No, I
But
play first, Ultra playing after, and then I think they might have plug out the rhythm box so easy.
They plug out the
yeah,
for 2 sec.
No, for easy. The plug out
They
not
plug
easy
out
for Spain. The plug out
Spain
Spain rhythm
rhythm
box.
box. Okay.
Yeah, some so.
yeah,
Somebody rhythm.
yeah.
Something big
Some
it plug
yeah.
out.
And then a whole argument just start up then because we was in um we was at Hobart, which was like our turf, some of the other guys them from around the area started to come into to the stage, and the police had to come up there and kind of quell the whole thing, and he just ended up. Well, it could have been worse, eh? It could have been worse, but he wasn't. He wasn't physical. He almost got physical, but that was, as we said, that was one of the main, one of the first moments when people start to realize, boy, this thing I get serious.
It get out of hand.
Well, to be in all fairness, I don't even think that the musicians and so much. I think the supporters of bands is something that
Right.
get into the issues. I think as musicians, you're able to speak to one another and figure out a solution to their problems one on one. But I think the fans them usually don't understand, and that is where you run a risk of having a bigger issue.
Yeah, because over the years, even though we had we tension, me and Buku used to be good still. Inky still used to heal me, and so them man still used to come we kill. Couple times we bust a line and so on, even though we got the tension, but something man in the band me no used to really talk to. I like Tebulous and Lily and them, man. We never used to get talk, because Tebulous more believe more hard. So
That's funny. We had Tebulous on this show, and Tebulous said, "Boy, Eazi been pick someone up." Remember this?
Tebulous is like, yeah.
I said, "I just been pick some," but he
Yeah,
said
no,
somebody been pick some. I believe it Eazi said.
It's easy pick some bad boy.
But
Is it?
I know.
It's easy to
Tebulous always had a hard comeback. Yeah, Tebulous always just had a hard, a fiery tongue. Everything you tell him, he got something to come back at your heart. So that used to upset me a lot.
But
So I mean,
2007, right?
yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
it
ahead.
is. I know. I just wanted to know, like, as a musician, like, at any point in time, you took any of those lyrics personal, or you just kept it? Is music?
No,
This is what it is. Okay.
because they didn't really attack us personally either.
Okay.
So we just kept it musical, even though it was a hot rivalry. We never got personal with each other.
Okay. That's good, because I not like a Gaza gully, and almost got the Gaza gully. Gaza gully. Yeah.
You used
All
to
right,
smile for that.
rolling.
No, man. But coming after that, we go into culture drama, right? And that would have been one of the first time we'd have seen a Negus by release of Snow Pep. It should have been ultra decided to research it. Now, at the same time, Odyssey had a real powerful album.
No,
You had
we had
no. When we talk about
they had
work,
work.
really box. It had work, but work not really catch on as the way.
Oh,
Work not really box like
okay.
how searching box, right? But at the same time now,
You're right. Okay.
I think 2007 would have been the only year that you would have given Jawa an opportunity to step forward in the front of the band. I think Jawa would have had talk and engine. What was that dynamic like between you and Jawa? What was that dynamic like between you and Jawa? Sometimes it's hard for some people to share the stage. What was that like?
Well, that's the same year when Duku came in the band. So for me, a lot of the responsibility for writing kind of shift to Duku and me. So that year now I could have flexed a little more. Actually, is the one who came up with Talk, early Talk, and I believe Jawa had the idea for engine, and Duku, he and Duku worked it out, and we all came and made it. But I always feel good when I had Jawa by my side. I know Jawa, he very capable, and he gonna back you up good. You could always depend on him. He know the songs them. He got the ability. He could sing. He got a good voice. So having Jao on my side was always good, and I know he could have taken the lead position as well. Sometimes I couldn't make it, and he would lead out and be very impressive. So I know from day one that Jao could have hold the weight. So I had no problem with him stepping out and doing the thing.
Okay, that's good. It's good. Sometimes man can't get the spotlight. The spotlight hard to give for some people, so that's good to see that you're willing to share it. Now,
Yeah,
that
I
year
mean
that you have,
to be honest,
mm,
yeah, to be honest, I don't crave the spot like I mean I know I got the ability and everything, but sometimes I just wanna walk the other way. I wanna go around the house in the dark, and then as opposed to going, in the spotlight where everybody could see you. Sometimes I would see a crowd. Say I pass in somewhere and I see a crowd. Sometimes I just mix with, sometimes I just avoid people. So me really
so
crave it like how some people
yeah,
would.
man. So sometimes you got the spotlight to get peace of mind into it. You get to relax a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's right. Okay, now after Ultra Bus the first slow pep that really take off, you jump in the
Oh
slow
yeah.
pep arena and then you come with
Yeah,
Go Gear. You come with
yeah,
Go Gear and Go Gear again take off like a rocket. When you get
yep.
the rhythm initially, when you hear the rhythm initially from Spain, did you know that you had a hit?
No, but the beat. I mean, I always like how Spain was programmed. Spain program different, and that inspire me to write different to write different to other people. But I just love the beat, and I done had a for my I mean if a beat grab me,
Mm-hmm.
lyrics don't start to come, melody don't start to come. So I kind of when I hear it, I kind of had this is gonna be what me I look for in a song.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let me ask a question, right? Because as you say, Spain programmed differently, and you would have had maybe Inky. You've never done a song with Inky, right?
No,
You see what I mean? So, where you think the state of music, and I don't know if this can change the conversation a little bit, but we could pull it back. We could pull it back. But where you think the state of music would be if maybe back then, even now, because I think now they're doing it, but when Inky drop a rhythm, you're gonna get a easy song on it. You're gonna have a tabular song, same way with Spain. Where you think music would have been today if we used to operate that way?
but I would have been a lot more advanced, and I now as you said that I looking back and reflecting that
Dumb.
we should have done a lot more collabs.
Mhm.
I mean we did collabs as with first album we won the album. Um, we did even a couple other albums we feature other people, but
Mhm.
I wish I had do something with Inky, but because of the rivalry, it kind of and it's not even that I didn't want to do it, but because of the rivalry, I kind of
Mhm.
stayed in my corner,
Yeah, you
'cause
know,
I
been know
did,
what the response would have been like.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
and I mean I did other back then I did other music with other producers. I did Akai, I did um, other producers, other foreign producers, but is I wish I had looked internally to do music, to do other collabs and so on. But I mean, the possibility is still there. I see him
Yeah,
get almost every week and so.
yeah,
I
and
got I one of these days I'll meet him and tell him, yeah, tell him,
he
let
got
me do
rhythms put
something.
down. He got rhythms put down. So I think you should. No, you got no, you got rhythms put down. You
Man,
know
sell,
you got rhythms put down. You know you got rhythms put down. I know Reese disagree with
I think
your comment, your
it's one of the
statement.
best.
No, no. You see, at that time, music was very territorial.
Yeah,
If you're Adisi, you got to be
Yeah,
Adisi and
yeah.
Adisi alone.
I understand that.
If you're
I
Ultra, you
understand
got to
that.
be. No,
Yeah,
no. In the current climate, where we have
yeah.
more freelance producers, and we have. Because remember now, another thing they have to look at in this climate that we currently in, you have a lot of individuals that recording on a laptop. They could go in a bathroom and record, but they had to go studio.
Yeah, recording is so
Right?
easy now.
Yeah, so that's a little different thing. So it wouldn't really work back then, but now it could happen.
Well, I understand it would not work, and that's why it didn't work. I just wanted to know what if it was a thing back then. You know what I mean? Like, where would we have been
Yeah,
today? You know what I mean?
if
Because
we didn't have
the
that
rhythm,
attention back then,
yeah,
it would have.
like all them rhythms, them Spain rhythms, and then like who did searching? Jabari. Two sec. You know, imagine you get by get to touch the searching rhythm there, by you know,
Like,
tell us what I get to
I
go
mean,
you know what I mean? It would have been more
yeah.
power towards the music, you know. And if you want to even talk about rivalry, right? Let me go back to the Gaza Gully War. The Gaza Gully War stand out a lot different than even the Bounty Beanie War them and the Mad Cobra versus Ninja Man War. All them war they stand out a lot different to the current war because no, Jamaican music move backwards because no producers is territorial, right? So you can find a man can up and a man rhythm. So the one not so sweet because you can't hear two man and the same rhythm a come out with tune. You know what I mean? So when we were
Yeah,
able to see the musical talent and one rhythm, well, I wish we could have go back some in time but we could look to the future now.
The future by man, the future by.
Like, yeah, man. Yeah. Things still are going on.
Now check out by
And them still active, so.
coming out of 2007. Remember we talk about the rhythm talk. Yeah, they had talk, and then 2008 now I come with this pirate stuff because I said I also decided to play talk and the T5 rhythm. That's cool.
Yeah.
But then I take a little bit about Mali. And I put about Mali in the track, right?
The same song, yeah.
I remember a time me and Stick up in a talk about this song. No, me and Stick up in a talk and about Mali song and break it back. And you know, man said, I didn't see music get so high. So boy, no, that's not about Mali boy. Have you seen Eazi boy? when you look back at that legendary track that you would have taken and used, what's going through your mind when you decided to take that Bob Marley? Because that song is a powerful song.
Well, in music, people always use other people. The argument was not that Sonic's using another song. The argument was that Sonic is using which song. You know, because people use music all the time. So we were saying that, you know, they using, maybe we use the wrong word, pirate, but that's why we were saying that we're using our music, our chants, our ideas to advance them music. But maybe, you know, some people probably look at it a different angle. But that's what we were saying, you know, them taking our songs and we had no problem with them using other people's music. We had a problem with them using we music.
Yeah, of course.
It was a well put together track, man, and that album was a well put together album. And you start to tell the girl about this tattoo business. Oh yes, that was a hit.
I
that ain't a big thing.
But I see girl in the village before they shut the shade tattoo. I say, oh yes, that's an easy find one boy, easy got one. Oh yeah,
tattoo. Yeah. I break my heart right now, boy.
Girls went all out for one day.
Oh, you mean? But we got a question here from Ian. you're thinking about collaborating with any soca artists out of Trinidad or even across the water in St. Kitts?
Well, that's always a thought for me. Collaboration, collaboration, collaboration. I link up a Trinidad a artist, not a A-list artist, but good enough. I link up a Trinidad artist in California. We actually supposed to do a collab and the beat, the MIA rhythm.
Okay.
So I supposed to got two songs on the rhythm. But we ain't started the other one yet. Hopefully I wanna try push out that one before the end of the month.
Okay.
Okay. That's
What about Nevis artists? Because everybody waiting for the Eazi Tebulous collab. Everybody waiting for that one.
But that one we supposed to done a long time, you know. But
Yeah.
the year was 2019. I had contacted him about doing a boyo, and we didn't get it do. I don't record all my parts, and we didn't get to do it. And I tell him about it. I think I had remind him about it maybe last year or so. So I still want to do something with Tebulous, to the two greatest out of Nevis, and kind of I would say show people that even though we think we back and forth, we don't look past all of that, and we just going forward with the music.
Of
So
course,
I see the hopes.
Of course, you guys had that masterful performance. The verses.
Yeah.
It was a night to remember and something to relive over and over.
When I was talking.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was great. I really had enjoyed that. But with Tebulous, I guess I'm gonna have to start to message Tebulous and say, Tebulous, remember you got a song to do with Eazi, because we need that. Don't rush it.
Definitely,
but
definitely.
You just said something, and I want to know how does it feel to say that? You said the two greatest, right? Those are some serious words. You always hear they said you have to claim it. Lil Wayne came out and said he's the greatest rapper alive. You know what I mean? For you to say, because recently I just said we got the greatest program in St. Kitts and Nevis. You know what I mean? And we plan to be the greatest program in the region. But when you say the two greatest, what does that really mean for you? For all the hard work that you put into music, and people gonna agree with you when you say that.
Well, one of the reasons why I could say that is because the two best soca songs, it was Searching and No One Style. Anybody could tell you that hands down, So that is why I could afford to say that, because I know the music and the catalog again of hits is big.
Crazy.
So that's no question. So I could say that without.
That's what you got to say, the catalog.
You say that.
Let them know you got catalog, you got music.
Yeah. Music. Yeah, music.
It's not just it's not just one, and we made an impact, and the response that especially for that night we play over there by 5 Trees.
5 Trees.
The response, and it's a good thing we didn't do another one. Maybe it happened for a reason, because sometimes you do something good and then you try to do it again and it not turn out as good as you want it to be. So all these things, just memories and experiences, people will just look back at and say, I really love these people music, and for me, them are the best thing out of Nevis, So, and we work for a long time. But a long time we work, from school to now. So and him like to say we just come and we wanna say we up there. We have work long time behind the scenes before we still out.
But
Well,
but how do you feel being the greatest, one of the greatest soca artists to come out of Nevis? SKN, the
It's
Caribbean.
it's a humbling feeling for me because I, I growing up I never thought music would have been my thing. I would have been putting
Football.
out all this music and so on. I thought more football. I thought that would have been my legacy.
Yeah.
So now looking back and seeing how much as I accomplished, I feel like any other international artist out there. You know, even though we don't get that recognition, you got to know your abilities and you got to be able to tell yourself by me just as good as these people out there.
Yeah,
So
you
I
just need the
feel
right
I feel
promotion.
as anybody out there.
The right promotion and slow pep.
Hmm.
That's what the right promotion and slow pep. Can't be the
no,
fast pep. God,
no,
Reese.
Easy, while you were talking, right? I jot down some notes here. Longevity, you and Table has got it. Catalog of music, I got it. Hits, I got it. Titles, because two I know in room match multiple times, I got it. Well,
Hmm.
you ain't got nothing to be here, but say that loud and proud. You want Table is the two greatest. The two greatest.
No questions about it.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. No, you talk about one style. So let me talk about the one style album because the one style album was a masterpiece, right? Yeah, can you, if you in one match they hear it too, can you come with sweetness,
Yeah,
right? So you
sweetness.
had you had flow them and ultra had row them, right? The
Yeah.
Byron ultra and Russ Brown had the chant for row them and he had a kind of dance so he used to jump up and down. When you link no, Russ Brown my partner, late Russ Brown. 2009.
Big up yourself,
Hey,
Curtis.
Rasmus, big up yourself, brother. But when you're going into 2009, right? When you drop Sweetness and you drop Floating, what were you expecting to accomplish, and did the music meet your expectation?
2009, I wasn't trying to accomplish. Um, I was just in war mode. I wasn't really trying to see how I could tap this song or tap that song. I was just wanna do chants what ready for the road and chants were gonna just kill everybody on the road because them times that they were having hot
Yeah, yeah.
and I wasn't thinking about no song nah, nothing. I was just thinking about getting chance and just getting myself ready for the road and just rip up the road. Um,
Mm.
Sweetness came about after Winfest Juve, and Sweetness was one of them chants what just came automatically. The rhythm, Spain had dropped the rhythm the Saturday night at the Winfest. We play with Smarlax. I believe it was Smarlax behind my Dick's bar the Saturday night. And Spain dropped the rhythm. Me not had no chance to the rhythm. And me listening with him and listening with him, and then after the dance now, Russ and some other people was outside, and I think he had a chant at about Sweetness Way. So me here that I didn't hear him live. Somebody record him and send it to me because I was home. Had a job and I was tired. So me and me started listening with him because I had record Spain. I had record with him and I just started to vibes the rhythm and the Monday now, the Juve. That when me jack the chant. The Juve man in the Winfest Juve man in, and man I tell you that they rip up the Juve, turn up the Juve, and that's why people really get people to like that song because that Winfest day we jam that day Juve hard and people gravitate, the girls them, the man them, children, everybody gravitate towards that, and I say, boy, we got to do a song. This song here gonna turn the place, boy. So that's how I decided to write a song to it. But me not really gonna write no song to it. Me just want to do a chat.
Mm.
Well, you turn on you write a song, and then you for the bridge of the song, you use what Pete sensation, right? And you turn it into the Odyssey version of it. Now, a lot of people, of course, seem not to have known what Sweet Sensation was. They didn't know the song. They thought it was actually your original lyrics. I went $100 off a man for that, yeah. Because a man tell me, boy, Eazi, that's Eazi song. I said, why I don't know music, but give me the bet. But Eazi, that part of the what Sweet Sensation, right? Eazi, you know?
You look like we lost him for a little bit.
Look like Eazi just fall away, man. But when you listen to the man,
Eazi had a lot of Bob Marley influence.
But you know, but the man no music, the man good with the music, and the man do what he got to do, man. You can't stop it, man. The man go do what he do. The man is really accomplished, and the man is a living legend.
He is. He definitely is. Easier. But yeah, he break me heart couple of years, you know.
Yeah, man, but the man do what he had to do.
He's back.
Guy again, power cut.
the man come back, but Eazi, when you recorded that, what Sweet Sensation, and you try to you got a little punchline them in there too, you know. When you drop it Juve man and you actually came on Juve man and sing that, and you saw the reaction of the crowd, how did you feel? Because you had a big crowd of Juve there, you know. So big kick now, you know.
Well, let me back up a bit. Duku was in the band. Duku was the one who really decided that we should do. He gonna write the song to that. So he was the one. He did the first. He did the first verse. The What Sweet Sensation came from him, and you know that's Duku vibe. Duku like to use them old classics and make some good modern hits out of them. So he kind of brought the idea to me, and I liked it. It fit perfect. The key was a little high and all, but we end up walk it in until we get it right, and the rest was history. That song there, that it take over the whole place. Trust me, everybody come in and enjoy themselves. That song there, the 2009 for me. I know we said 2006 is his favorite, but for me, 2009 is my favorite album.
That was your favorite album? What was on 2009 album?
We had No One Style, we had Sweet Sensation, we had about 15 songs on the album there, you know?
It was a 15 track. It was a 15 track album. It was a long album.
We had reggae and all. I want that.
You
saw it back.
Production from
Reese got the checklist. Reese look.
I saw a party. I saw a party that was
right
what you call it? That was Java song, and they had Badao.
That year, right?
And Walk.
That
year?
Yeah. You probably got you the checklist right now, Reese.
And then take a little.
Cause you can't be remember this, yeah. I don't care how good you.
You know, got the whole thing down pack.
No, no, you got the album right in front of him, man. Cause he probably got your catalog pull up right now. You think
But
he'll be?
but even though you don't win the road match, right? The biggest song after that, the album there, hands down without a doubt,
Yeah,
was One Style.
yeah, yeah.
One Style made
Back in them,
yeah, go ahead, go
right,
ahead.
back in them days, there, we didn't really used to push any groovy or any sloppy for road match. Otherwise, I would have pushed that one for road match. Because that one there was the real one what really had us out there, Everything I go everywhere,
You're good,
Okay.
man.
Yeah,
You're
so
lighting good.
that year Change Position was the big song. Change
Yeah,
Position,
yeah.
even still to this day, I still get requests to do dubs and so on. The year after that's when I first performed solo in Antigua. 2010, the song had just started pick up in Antigua. And they had a boat ride. Wooden Foot had a boat ride with all sorts of artists. Claudette Peters, Future Kid, Benji from Triple K. Three Cylinder was on the boat ride as well, and a couple other artists and me. And it was a big badge, load of people, and the song they just mash up the stage up there, and the whole party just turn up from the song.
Let me ask you something. So this song actually ain't change position?
No,
You
well,
mean
people
one
call it
style?
whatever, and they didn't know one style.
You just call on change position. So we mean like, wait, a change position in there? Or what? Oh, no, one style. Are you just call on
Yeah,
change
that's how
position?
everybody know the song now.
Oh, change position. Let me ask you this then. Also, you said that was the first time you performed solo. How did that come across to your other band members at the time when Eazi getting a travel, Eazy got travel solo by himself? Any animosity between the band after that?
No,
When that happened? Okay.
everybody understood,
Okay.
and Spain was the one who set it up too, because Spain
Gotcha.
and the DJ Wooden Foot was real good. So he got the link, and then he tell me, "But let me go and take it." And so we just went, and they understood that this is the band mission, So nobody really had any animosity about it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, because that easier travel and me not travel could be a thing of some people. But this you rolling?
You know me, we rolling, but this is easy. The intro of One Style, right? That little phono, dun 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 dun.
Yeah. That about it.
When that don't play, that by itself they get a reaction. That little them
We
four
got to
notes,
Spain.
they get a reaction, no matter what you do. This would have been the
And
second slow
that
pep, right?
song,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
No, go ahead, go ahead.
that song that almost wasn't even on the album. That song that was done in less than 24 hours, and we talk about the rhythm, the making of the rhythm to the recording to the producing and mixing and mastering. That it was done in less than 24 hours. I done work in night. Go up, but Spain was up by the band house, and the rhythm don't even make it. Spain just sent me the cards them, and I went home, listen the cards, and write the whole song there. Next day, we went studio, record the song, boom, that was it.
Well, well, that is some of your best work in 24 hours.
And you've been tired.
Wow.
And you've been tired too. That's amazing. I've heard stories of that, It's almost
Right.
like studying for a test under pressure. You gotta get everything in
Yeah.
by tomorrow. So you're cramming everything. So it probably is something around the same type of phenomenon where you just know you have to get this ready
Yeah,
because the
sometimes
album
pressure.
ready to drop. The pressure.
Yeah,
Pressure build like. Can pressure make diamond, eh?
I was like, I had to get it done. If I didn't get it done, I mean, the album gonna go out and that song ain't gonna be on the album.
Yep. Yep.
That is a hell of a song.
Have you
That
Mm-hmm.
was a
ever
hell of a
thought
song.
have you ever thought about remaking or remastering any of your classic tunes?
Yeah, actually, I've done Music is Life. We did over that one.
Mm-hmm.
We did over Spot Water. We wanted to do a couple more, but I guess in the future,
So you just
because some of the
remastered it
songs,
or you remade
no,
it?
singing them over everything, do over the beat, everything,
Okay.
because a lot of
Okay.
them songs they know was done on the RX5, RX7,
Hmm.
so we
Then
wanted
please
to get a
translate
kind
that
of
for me,
more.
please.
RX7 is old school rhythm box.
Oh, because I was
It's an
thinking
old
about
Yeah.
school.
Mazda.
No, it's a old school Yamaha
Okay.
rhythm box. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I caught up now easy. I caught up. I had a little
So
translation.
yeah,
Mhm.
we just decided to do over some of them now. We had to one. 'Cause it didn't the quality wasn't as
Mm.
good as the Akai. So we just
Okay.
decided to do some of them.
Okay. And those are available? Those online? What? How that go?
I believe they are on YouTube. I believe they should be on
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay. Because I want to ask you about YouTube, but I don't know. I can let Reese continue because it's not a conversation without controversy. So Reese continue.
Right.
Unless you want me ask, me ask now. Let me ask now before me forget later. So after the event, the wonderful event between you and Tebulus, the
Mm-hmm.
video got removed. The video got removed from
Yeah.
YouTube.
Um.
Yeah. Yeah, you scratch. Yeah, get it out.
Some of the guys didn't approve. Some of the guys in the band didn't approve at the event, but I still went ahead and did it because a lot of the fans was looking forward to doing it, to seeing the event.
Mm-hmm.
When people hear about the event, a lot of people approach me and say, so I'm looking for something for this for the longest while, and I'm looking forward to gain. I mean, a lot of it was supposed to be a virtual event. Nobody was supposed to be there, but people still
Yeah.
reach.
Yeah, of course.
So
Of course.
a
Just like
lot
you
of
said.
people was looking forward. Yeah. So I
Mm-hmm.
decided, even though everybody now approve, I still don't go ahead and do it for the fans and because people still looking forward to do it. And unfortunately, they
Mm-hmm.
they had the video removed from off of YouTube. It's still on Facebook, I believe, but
No, it's on you back on
it's
YouTube. Back on
unfortunate.
YouTube.
Yeah, that only
Going
hurt
back,
themselves.
yeah. So that's what happened there. And it's unfortunate, but if at the end of the day, it's the fans them who would lose out because everybody was calling and asking, "What happened to the video? What happened to the video?" But
The
the
band too.
video had already. Yeah,
The
yeah.
band as well. Because they could sing any song that you sing. And it's gonna,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess you go shout out Odyssey and stuff, shout up Odyssey or whatever. But it's sad that it had to come to that, and that was so visible. That event was
Mm-hmm.
huge. We're talking
It
about a
was it
night
was
to
big for the band
remember.
music.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden now this controversy where the video is no longer there, and it's like, what happened to the video? What going on? I don't know. Bye, the man I say Odyssey pull out the
So
video, because you could see it.
I had to
But
explain.
yeah,
Had to explain to everybody what happened and
yeah.
so on and kind of that's something I didn't want to bring out to the
Mm-hmm.
public to but these things
They do
happen.
it. Well, it was there, it said who the
Yeah,
copyright was
it said who.
against.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you know where it came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everything good now? Everything, everything between you and the band good? How that
Well,
go?
not as good as I want it to be, but it's alright.
They want you sing with them still. They miss you.
Uh
I know it's uncomfortable.
well,
There have to be some uncomfortable conversations. Yeah. There have to be some uncomfortable conversations.
I can't play the fifth. I can't play.
You could play the fifth, but it's real talk kind and they can say by easy, didn't keep it
But
real.
no. Well,
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to do more solo vibes.
Hmm.
This is my thing.
Hmm.
I feel like you should be progressing.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be in the same position all the time.
Hmm.
And I saw the need for me, especially during the COVID,
Hmm.
traveling and getting reaching the Odyssey music world out there, and just still getting it out
Hmm.
under the circumstances. And it's unfortunate that I wasn't really given the okay from everybody, but uh that's how it is.
That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. We can move on now. We can move
But
on
no,
now.
but
Yeah,
no. We can't
cause
move
you got
on. We
me
can't move on.
Oh,
keep me talk.
Yeah, we can't
Me
move on
talk.
because we have to
listen now.
remember now,
Sorry.
right? If you look at the construct of Odyssey currently, two of the members is Easy Brother.
Yeah.
The bassman is Easy Brother and one of the vocalists is Easy Brother. So from a family perspective, did they support you?
Easy the questions and expand
Um,
sometimes.
wow. Yeah.
Okay.
They supported me, but
Mm.
I think at the end of the day, everybody fall under that heading of Odyssey, and
Yeah.
everybody just hold the corner.
Mm.
And even they kind of felt like I step away from the Odyssey umbrella.
Hmm.
Is still there for me. They still share my music and everything and so on. And I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna go back to the band because that is my
Yeah.
foundation. But I
Yeah.
just trying to spread my wings and see what the possibilities are. Because I don't
Yeah.
feel like this is it for me. I feel like
Yeah.
there's a higher calling. There's a lot more to for music for me, and I'm just trying to kind of configure what the next movie and where the universe want me to go.
Got you. Got you. I don't know if Reese wanna say something, but I could go into something else. Because Reese,
No,
I know you
hold on,
got a
hold on.
history pattern.
No.
Yeah.
We're not thinking about the issue for too much longer. But one of the things that I noticed is that over the years, we've
Hmm.
spoken about them. You have created mega hits with Spain. Since you stepped away from the
Mhm.
band and you've been working with other producers, have you done any work with Spain?
The last thing I did was the Sugar Don't song.
Okay.
That was for we did that for Carnival. Last year, believe last year or the year before. I can't remember, but it was a slow pep called Sugar Down there. That was the last song we did.
All right, that's cool.
And
Eric, go ahead.
what I want to say is that unfortunately, Odyssey is going to have to realize that the soca, um, the soca atmosphere is changing. Where I see it in Sink It's the bands them still could survive, but I think Nevis has reached the point where you need more solo artists. So if you look at like Marshall Montana, he was a part of Ecstatic, right? And then he
Mm-hmm.
left. He became a solo artist. Um, and so on. You know, Destra.
Patrice,
You might have Patrice,
yeah,
Alison Hine. You name them. You know, even with
yeah.
Kes the band. You know, and
Mhm.
Odyssey could still
At
travel
some
and
point,
keep
you're
the
gonna have to
band.
find somebody out there.
You
Mhm.
got to do it. You got to do it. It just got to happen. It just has to happen at some point in time. You know what I mean? It could happen. It's gonna happen in Syncits as well. It's gonna take a little. It's gonna take longer because of the the loyalty Kitishans have to their bands, but it is
Mhm.
going to happen. You look at now the new generation artists like Ruckus. You know, Ruckus is a part of Grandmasters, but Ruckus in the same breath is working on his solo career. Then you look
Right.
at all the other artists down there, the big artists, them the solo, they're solo artists. Of course, you know, I
Mhm.
mention, you know, even mention you start to see doing tracks
Doing
outside of
most
New
of them.
Vibes. You know what I mean? So it is something it's going to happen. Now, where I'm going to take this one is you said you feel like there's a higher calling for you, right? You feel like there's
Mhm.
a higher calling for you, and we know you had the time when you left the soca scene, right? And you said you went in there, you said this might be it, right? This might be it. But was there, because there was talk surrounding that, there was talk surrounding
Mhm.
that more of by Easy was almost pressured into Christianity. You know, the rumors, and I like to dispel rumors, right? Where it
Yeah, I
was
hear the
like,
rumors.
yeah, Easy, oh, your pastor come to Easy and tell Easy this and blah 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 and whatever, and Easy get frightened. Easy now and born up in a hell, so Easy decide. Easy left the soak.
Wait a story, boy.
But I sure Easy hear this here rumor that I'm
I
hearing about,
I
right?
hear it. I hear it. Don't you? I hear it.
No, man, making this up. They said the pastor came to Easy and said, bye, Easy, blah, 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 and Easy, you know. So, I mean, really and truly, what is it? Was it along that lines for real, or was it a part of you trying to find your higher calling more so?
Yeah, for me, it was more of a personal choice. It wasn't really nobody who
Mm-hmm.
really not for me. I Me as a man who just sit down and study out things. I don't. A lot of the times I crave isolation where I could decipher things out on my own. I really
Mm-hmm.
don't take people unless it's my family, my immediate family. I really don't take people opinions into
Gotcha.
consideration over mine.
But this is a man of the
You know.
cloth.
So
This is,
yeah.
this is a
So
man that tell you he got a connection to God. And he said, by Easy, it's all
well,
God
that
tell him,
don't
you
even
know.
phase me either.
Mm-hmm. So that
That
happened.
don't even phase me either, cause no, I
Oh,
no.
okay, okay.
For
Okay,
me,
okay.
it was my personal decision.
Gotcha,
As I tell
gotcha.
you, I was going through some things
Mm-hmm.
emotional, and I just felt like I was in a position where I don't think I looked at myself being here. So maybe I
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be, you know. So let me try
Mm-hmm.
something else. See if this how we
Mm.
supposed to be. It didn't work out, but it teach me. I learned a lot from it.
Understood. Understood. And I know you say you had a hard time going, leaving the faith. You know, was it more? Why was it so hard? Were you afraid? Were you? What was it?
Well, I would say is more of not kind of considering people um, position,
Mm-hmm.
consider people what people gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
people judgment, but
Mm-hmm.
eventually I just had to strengthen my mind and just do what I got to do to give
Yeah.
me some sort of peace of mind because at the end of the day, you take on people what people say, you just bring you down and you get a sort of stress and all sort of things. So I had to I mean I isolate myself. I do a kind of soul searching. I do a sort of spiritual upliftment and all kind of thing to build my mind strong, so that when people come with their attacks, I could turn on me ignore button and just kick that down the door.
Got you. Got you. And but were you attacked a lot? Because I felt like you were welcome back into
No,
welcome
no.
back. Yeah. So,
I mean, I
so all of
the
that, and
funny
then
thing
it's like,
about it, right?
bye. Nobody
Yeah,
even trying
but that's
nothing.
how you come back here. Just haul yourself in here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I prepare myself a lot for the worst, and
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
didn't. Fortunately, I didn't. Most people didn't really
Okay.
come and say,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. 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 I think I'm
I
done with
think
all
people
the
was waiting. Was waiting.
yeah, I
No
think
man,
I'm
but
done
what I
with all
think,
the uncomfortable questions now. Go
no
ahead.
man, one of the things that Easy just spoke
Hmm.
about a possible reunion, the possibility of a reunion. Now, over the years, we'll see situations where individuals will leave bands and eventually come back. We recently saw Burning Flames a few years ago have a whole reunion. We see Ultrasonics did it. Easy. What do you think
Mhm.
about the possible reunion with Odyssey?
I got no problem with it. I mean, Odyssey. I love Odyssey. I love the members. I mean, me and them man still good. I don't pass them man straight. I know it's still some tension between them because of what happened, and over the years we move distant. I mean, I don't even live Brickhill now. I live Churchmount, so I don't be in Brickhill as much as I used to. So we grown apart even physically. But
Mm.
I wouldn't say that chapter closed. I wouldn't say that, because I like to say I'm Odyssey, So I
No,
Hmm.
the possibility is there, but it's just
no,
that we gotta trash out.
I know that the possibility is there, right? And the way how I know that is during the verses, the tune for tune. One of the things that you call
When you call Spain,
you call
when you call out to Spain, that is
you
Spain, that is Spain.
I already
I said, boy, I said the man see Spain, boy.
Mhm.
Man call out to Spain. So I know that the love for the love for the band is still there. As you said, that is your foundation. Um,
yeah.
but I think the fans would like to see it too, because there's some chemistry that you guys used to have, and the fans gravitated to that. There's something that y'all had that the fans gravitated to. It was a unique sound that the fans loved. There was a brotherhood that people admired. So I think a reunion is something that the fans would enjoy.
Yeah, I mean it's possible, but I still would like to explore, to see, my solo career, how we work. I don't wanna wait until I get old and this, but I wonder how I would have done
Yeah, yeah,
as
yeah,
a
yeah,
as
yeah.
a solo.
So, yeah, you had something else? Because
No, no,
I
all
was
right, all
gonna
right.
go in. Okay, well, in keeping with your solo career, you did venture off to California, and you did
Hmm.
well. I'm pretty sure you pleased yourself. Did you surprise yourself?
Yeah, kami na in the middle.
Mm. So, what was that like after you perform? Was it, I don't know how many, was it like a huge crowd, but it probably had a good amount of people from all across the world performing, and then you actually, like you said, get a medal. How how
Yeah.
how did that feel? How does that compare to a road match even?
Why that is like a million times better than road match, because that's the first. I'm the first person from the Leeward Islands to get one of them the medals there, and a much Caribbean people got one of them medals there. Um, Trinidad, Barbados, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, and that's it in the Caribbean. nobody else. So it's an accomplished feeling that to know that you went to this international event and you made an impact. And everywhere I go, I pull out my map and show people, this is St. Kitts and Nevis, this is where I'm from. Come and visit and, try to give them a little synopsis of what we are all about and,
Yeah.
give them some of my music. And for me, that was one of the crowning moments of my career. Just to reach there, because I even thought I would not reach, because it's a lot of money, and then you had the pandemic and a lot of restrictions and all kind of things. So just to get there was a big feat. And then to get medals, to be on stage rubbing shoulders with people from, international stars from France, from Australia, from, you ain't even know when you're gonna get this opportunity again. So I just took all in and sort of just look at the moment as one of my crowning moments and one of the best moments of my career. And that really stick with me.
Where are the medals? Okay, yun na nga naman.
Hold on.
Yo, put that in the middle, man. This is a momentous moment. Eazi is about to grab the medals that he captured in the World Championship of Performing Arts. You see, the first word was world. The second word is championship. And then it tells you it's performing arts. So I guess they would have had more than one category, because the performing arts is multiple categories. But see, they look heavy, man.
Wait, let me light that one. Wait.
You're lighting good, man.
Yes, so
Yeah.
two silver and bronze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
And then I had these were the semi-final trophies going to the semi-finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So how is it that you have so many different medals? What are the categories? What were the categories?
I went into Madeline and
Mm-hmm.
and vocals, and he had different
Wait, Madeline?
weight
Your
numbers.
model?
So if here Madeline.
Okay.
Because
it's performing arts. It's performing arts. So just was
I'm
talking about
I'm a
that.
big man now.
Yeah.
Well, that was good.
Well, you got multiple
So,
talents.
well-
Your football must help with that.
Well, what happened is that they encourage you to go into as much much of the competition as you could, so you could maximize and your medal. So I did Madeline as well additionally, because even though you do vocals, you got different breakdowns for vocals. You got Broadway, you got opera, you got R&B, hip hop, different categories. So it's like, even though you're doing vocals, you got original works, and I won original works. I did Wally, and that one really brought down the whole room. And when I done, man, the cheers them was loud. You could hear them like one bust your eardrum, because they never hear nothing like this. And I did
Like
it over
that.
in a kind of slow version. You could do it over in a kind of slow version, so that they could understand the music a little better.
We know
And
slow pep is the way.
Yeah. So that was well received. And this competition, even though it's a competition, it don't feel like a competition, because everybody encouraging you. And the team from South Africa, the lady, she really pushed me. The national director, I did a couple interviews, and South Africa TV station
Mm.
from France, because nobody ever heard about Saint Kitts and Nevis, and
Correct.
nobody knew where Saint Kitts and Nevis was. So a lot of people was intrigued as to
Mm.
where this place is. A lot of people, you know, because they see the green and the red, a lot of people feel like it's an African nation. But
Yeah.
I had to correct them and tell them, you know, we close to America, we close to Puerto Rico. It's just a 45-minute flight, you know, so you could just jump on a plane and come over to Saint Kitts and Nevis, man. I sell me country like a nut.
And
Yeah, man.
and this is why we've always championed that artists need to be given an ambassadorial passport, because when you go out there and you're meeting all these people, you're selling something. It's a talent, and you
Yeah,
can
and the
also
first
sell your
thing they
face.
want to know where you're from.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I think
Uh, Easy. Here's a question I have for you. You went and you performed, and like you said, it was just an occasion to be there. But that moment when they call your name, right? So you got a silver, so that would be second, so that would be like first run up. When they call your name in a placing position, what was that moment like?
I mean, I jump. Me never hear me name, but somebody tell me what's the next to me.
no.
Because I
I
was
thought.
really expecting, you know.
Mm,
I know I did good. I know the response was good, but in your heart you say, boy, these people are international people. These people I mean, most of them I take part in competitions all their life,
yeah,
all
yeah.
sorts of big competitions. So it was kind of intimidating, you know. So
Okay.
when my name call, I kind of was in disbelief, and then the reality kick in that by your name call, go up on the stage, and so me fly up on the
Mm.
stage and grab me medal and just do me thing on the stage.
So easy. What has that done to your mindset and your confidence as an artist?
That really kind of show me that by the possibility is endless. If
Mm.
you really want something and you really set out your mind to do something, no matter what, you got to set your mind that you gonna do it. You can't listen to people who try to discourage you. Your mind got, and the mind is a powerful thing. As
Mm.
long as you set your mind and you understand that by this thing, your mindset is half a, not even half, 3/4 of the battle. As long as you don't make up your mind that you're gonna do this and nothing gonna stop you, you're going on the good path. So for me, for me,
Mm-hmm.
just tuning in my mind to success and stop thinking about negative things. Just fill your mind with positive and just know that you got the ability. Believe in yourself and don't let nobody discourage you, because half of the
Mm.
times people listen to people and get discouraged. Even though you know your ability, and in the back of your mind, you still think like this person, you know, not believe in me. And the same thing happened when me and Lucas had the clash down the line. Man, I tell you, everybody been a discourage me. Everybody been a tell me, "Why Lucas gonna take your life down there?" And so
Mm.
happened the clash. The clash was like, I mean, me and Lucas good, but Lucas run out of
Yeah.
tunes, and
But yeah,
you know.
you should have asked me, because you got your
Mm.
catalog so deep. Ruckus is building towards that, but I think, lad, man, I go
No,
put some respect on Easy
I,
name.
I read that now. Thing, you see,
The energy.
you saying you saying you thing. You're looking at Easy as a lead vocalist. Easy got album with 9 songs and he got 8 of the 9. When Lucas
Mm.
had an album,
Mm.
Lucas only got 2 or 3 songs, so you can't compare them. Easy bring
But
out the
that's what I'm
music and
saying.
Lucas. You know what I
Easy
mean?
got
Now,
a catalog so deep.
Lucas don't got hits, so
Yeah.
Lucas got hits. He got good song, but he don't have enough.
Yeah, Easy got hits,
and I
but no
would get
disrespect to
more
Lucas, right?
actions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lucas
Eh,
good. I mean, one of the best on yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, man.
For sure, for sure. And I like his work ethics. But Easy, so you said that you and Tebulus are the two greatest in Sinkits and Nevis. Well, I said that. You said Nevis. But you failed to mention that you're actually a world great because you won in a world championship. And that's proven, right? So
Yeah. So
congrats to you.
you-
You're one of the greatest in the world too. That's a great accomplishment, you know. That's a
as you say, he said
world.
world championship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Yeah, man.
World
Yeah,
championship.
man. Shut them
World
off. You know what I mean?
championships. World
You win them,
championships.
but shut them off.
I knew they
Good on you.
deserved. They well
Yeah,
deserved.
man.
Um, so we spoke. So then, of course, Easy. You know, it's soca time, soca season. You say you're trying to get out a single. Let me play one of your new songs. Them. I could play one of your new songs. I got permission to play one of your new
Okay.
songs. I won't get copy infringed. But
Oh,
what I know ECCO.
no. Echo.
Oh Lord, I don't want to get copy infringed. But this one is hands on your knees, right?
Yeah.
And I just want you to wait. Actually, Reese, did you want to go into something else before I play this new song? I don't
No, no,
want to
no, man.
derail your conversation.
No, man. Let's go.
Yeah,
It is
because
that
I know
music
it's getting
coming with
late
it.
for Easy. You know, it's 10:20 at Easy time, and we gotta play
Yeah,
Easy music.
we
We
gotta
gotta
play
play
it.
his
It's
music.
easy. Daddy Gucci. It's extraordinary. Can't just let me see you put your hands on the knees and walk. Hands on the knees and walk. Carry your body drop. I mean, love how you think turn up. Put your hands on the knees and walk. Hands on the knees and walk. You don't got no rust. Girl, you think turn way up. Hey, look on them gyal are a scoochie. This one coming like a movie. All them gyal they come work. You know see them a whining experts. Watch how she popping, she flipping it. Shake it up, let me see. Make that body flow. Just make that body flow. Come in the air, girl, you don't care about your body moving. People say, tell them beware, girl, you got it right. Spin it around, touch the ground, girl, that wine is soothing. Give me that wine, yeah, I watch you long time. Put your hands on the knees and walk. Hands on the knees and walk. Girl, your body good.
So Easy, you know the part there. You know the part. You know the sweet part in the song there. I know you like to do that in your music. When you switch up this style, cause you know deal with one style. So
No.
I, 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 I just had one question that doesn't pertain to the music, but it pertains to the producers. What is it with all these producers wanted to be called daddy? I don't understand all these producers with this daddy
Right.
Spain.
It's a thing from the VA. I guess it started in the VA and everybody just pick it up. Daddy
Daddy
Friday, Daddy
Friday.
this,
Daddy, yeah.
Daddy Jones, Daddy this.
Mm.
It's just a thing what we call the Baxman name that we
Okay, so
adapted.
that when I listen to that, I don't know. I get a kind of VI feel. Before I get into that, you have any? I didn't ask these questions in terms of your musical influences outside of Sinkits and Nevis. You know, you talk about Duku and so like any artist is a like major musical influence to you. You want to talk about that might
Well, I wouldn't say
mhm.
anybody specific. I
Okay,
just listen,
music.
even different, not even soca all the time, just music in general. Before I got a develop a love for soca. I used to listen a lot of reggae music growing up because I lived with an uncle and all he played was reggae. Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, all the old school reggae. So my love for music started with reggae music, and then R&B, hip hop, rap, all of that style of music influenced the way how I does write and how I does make music.
Mm. Okay. I could
I
understand
wouldn't
that.
say
Just
I got
any one particular
any
person.
specific. Yeah, I
It's
just
just.
listen to music in general and inspire me.
I could understand that, and I could definitely respect that. So in terms of this song, what what, in, what inspired this song, and
Well,
is it for
a little history
Carnival?
behind this. Yeah, a
You're
little
entering the
history.
soca market?
No,
Okay.
just
All right.
pushing out music.
Mm.
The history behind this song was recorded since last year
Mm.
December, and it was done by the music was produced by Daddy Gucci, who's from Saint Kitts, but he lived in Anguilla. Ras Gucci, he used to play for Grandmasters. If you remember, Grandmasters had a song named Ben Back Style. Give me the Ben Back Style, the Ben Back Style. Yeah,
You know about cut your money up.
yeah. Yeah. Um, Gucci had produced that song, so he already was a recognized producer in Saint Kitts, and then he went to Anguilla and he started to play with Exodus Band. And then I think he more in doing more solo things now. He got a little band. He does a hotel. He play in a hotel and he does jamming clubs and so on. But I had reached out to him and tell him I want a beat. Sometimes I just jump up on the internet and just start message people who me don't even know, and just try reach out to people and try build me network. So he tell me he got a beat there and he sent me the beat, and I made a couple changes to the beat, and then I write the song, recorded it. It was supposed to come out since last year Carnival, but the production and everything took a while. The bass man from St. Thomas, I don't know if you know a bass man named Tafari Francis. He used to play with Daddy Jones. I believe he still play with him. But wicked bass man. So you hear the fingering in the song, and you just sound mad. So
Okay.
I linked up Gucci, check the bass man, and we record the song. Took a while to produce and master and everything, to mix and master and everything, but we finally finished everything. And then because I wasn't gonna be here for Culturama, I decided me not gonna release no more music until I come back. And then Daddy Tusek now linked me with this MIA rhythm. It's a rhythm got a couple artists on it. BMWA, Lucas, um, a couple other ladies, and so on. And I said I'm gonna wait until that one done, and then just show the two of them one time for Carnival, and that's how I end up just pushing them out a couple weeks
Okay.
ago.
Okay. So why is it you're not entering the Soca Monarch? You haven't entered the Carnival Soca Monarch competition before, have you?
Yeah, twice. The
You did
first
it
year,
twice?
uh, yeah, 2011, I had do a song with Akai, a rudeness make you,
Mm.
and then that's the year with Canvas when Canvas had win
Mm.
Unstoppable Force. Yeah, and
Yeah. Okay.
then I entered a couple of years ago with a song named Monster in Your Bed. But people say I went in with the wrong song because that's the same song. The same year I had to Run Money, and Run Money
Mm-hmm.
was the bigger hit. Run Money had come out late,
Rum
so I wasn't
money,
sure.
money.
I wasn't sure if I'd get that out in time to meet the deadline. So I had
Mm.
just signed up another song, and I didn't place, but the only two times I had take part in the Soca Monarch in St. Kitts. But as I say, me really a Soca Monarch man. I really don't like the stress of so come on and running up and down, do this and do that, and deadlines,
Okay.
and
Okay.
me ain't too good with deadlines.
Well,
So I just try
you
to
come
drop
out with one of
music.
your you had one of your greatest song under a strict deadline though. No
Yeah.
one style. So yeah, I understand that's a bit of an oxymoron right there where you're saying I don't contradiction actually. But I get you. And because we're gonna wrap up soon, but the future is not only with you, it's also with your daughter, right? Your daughter is now following in your
Yes,
path and
yes.
taking our music. I'm pretty sure you're
And I'm glad you
ecstatic
mentioned
about
that
that.
because I didn't want to forget.
Yeah. So how does that feel for you now, seeing your daughter now taking up this mantle? It mightn't be in soca, but you know, as generations go on, you expect step-ins and steps. You expect
Right.
high steps, elevators going up. Um,
Well,
Tell us.
I'm super proud. I'm super proud that she could come and even exceed what I'm doing because I feel like if she's not better than I am, I'm not doing a good job because she's supposed to know everything me know plus what she learn after she own and plus what people teach her. So she's that good.
Mm,
She's when at the age when I was she age half and not three quarters of the thing what she could do I couldn't do. So she anyway part I believe that she gonna be something big, not even for me but for Nevis. She gonna make
mm,
the nation proud and
mm.
I behind her 100%. I'm like she biggest groupie. I pushing her. She had an event Sunday. Um, she had an all weekend event this week. She kind of danced. They had a production, and
Mm,
then yesterday she did an event with a guy named Isa Kamal. He was doing a musical where he was, and it's an interesting event that he had like showing you the stages of music from like back to from the early humans till now, Mozart and period and classical music, and
mm.
it's a whole vibe. And she blew the stage away last yesterday when she had a note. They were man when she hit the note, the goosebumps started just
Yeah.
coming up on me and my hand, and a lot of other people said, "Boy, when she hit the note, there, that was it. They just went out of their body,
Mm.
you know."
That's
So
recorded?
yes, yeah, they how you could find it the recording from yesterday. They're supposed to be online, but I'm gonna try to get a link to you because it was like a virtual thing where they would even the program you scan and the program on your phone, so it wasn't like a physical thing. So I'm gonna have
Oh,
to find
okay.
out how to. Yeah,
Okay.
you could go back and look at it, and it was a real interesting event,
Mm-hmm.
and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. The musicians they came out to wow and wow they did. So I just want to applaud everybody who was on the event. But Kiana really showed up and she showed out, and at the end of the day, she was the talk at the event.
Oh, congrats. Congrats to your daughter. And congrats to you too, pro daddy. See a comment there by
Mhm.
Tanya saying that your son is not too far behind. So
Oh,
you just
my!
seeing like a lot of good
I
things happening.
I had an event last week Saturday,
Mm,
and I usually take him to me events. Sometimes he just wanna come and tag along and see what I doing. So I then just bring him
mm,
and he tell me he got a song he write and he wanted to sing the song, and he went up and he did his song, a song he called Finish. I had it up on me WhatsApp. Yeah, give me your number, you know, miss. And
Yeah,
I had
definitely.
it posted on my WhatsApp, and again, a lot of people was hitting me up and saying, man, Mali doing, he can hit Mali, Kamali, the same Mali song. They really like it and they really enjoy it and keep up the good works, and so he got a bright future too.
That's good,
Nice.
man.
Big
That's
him up.
good.
And he wrote the song. So
He
that's
like it.
that's huge
I
too.
mean, help him.
Yeah.
And he
That's
ate.
good.
Wow.
That's good.
8.
That's good. That's good.
8.
Yeah.
Easy. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. You're leaving a legacy behind. You're leaving a
Yeah.
legacy behind.
Yep.
Yes, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That's the real mission. Music is not a competition. It's a mission. And
Yeah, man.
Right.
But
Nation.
you have
as
helped us.
as we get ready to leave, we've heard about the past. You've heard about the present. But what's next for Easy going forward?
Well, like I said, the world. I just got the national director title for the World Championship of Performing Arts. So I'm looking forward to doing some big things, recruiting some talent from both Saint Kitts and Nevis, and we're gonna be going up to the World Championship of Performing Arts next July. So we're gonna be making preparations. We're gonna be looking finances. So anybody out there who wanna help financially, give me a call, send me a message, and because it's for a good cause, and I would like more younger people to be an event. It's an event for from up to you could be up to 100 as long as you're able to perform. You go
Is
on
it
the stage and you do your thing. So I'm looking.
does it
Uh,
does it move from place to place?
no, it would be the same. No,
Okay.
this year, I mean next year, it's gonna be the same place, and it's always in California though.
Okay,
But
okay.
next year, I believe they're going to Long Beach.
Okay.
But we gonna definitely have a team together. I don't see a couple prospects that who could be good enough to even win the whole competition. So I'm looking forward to that. Basically, that is what I'm gonna be doing. I mean, I'm still gonna be doing music and performing and everything, but that's where my focus gonna be going forward.
Okay. Bringing
That,
more talent to the scene.
that's true.
There's no
That's good.
time
That's
to
good.
recruit and push people out, push out musicians, put them out into the world, and kind of leave your legacy there with all what you have produced and put out.
Great,
Yeah, man. That's
man.
good.
And I appreciate that as a new vision. I appreciate you doing that. Even though you're on Kittition and you're trying to help the new vision scene and so like.
I'm a division. Well, look, my father from Nevis, my mother from St. Kitts, so I'm a Kitty Navy.
Kitty Navy,
Right.
Navy Kitty, whichever one you want to put it. I
Yeah,
just love the banter. It's
yeah,
good.
man.
It's good. It's good. But easy, we're gonna
And
wrap it up. It's getting
even
late. Oh,
even
go ahead.
if
Go ahead.
yeah, even if you guys have kids who have that performing arts talent, you know,
Mm-hmm.
Wakopa, you could look at that.
Yeah. Well,
Cause
Reese is
I've,
a
I've
talent.
seen I've seen yeah, you go there and we do a thing. The
Mm.
youngest person I seen there was 3 or 4. Had a little
Wow.
girl
Wow.
from Trinidad dancing. She
Wow.
was about
Wow.
3 or 4. And Trinidad did real good. Trinidad won the junior competition. The other girl they was sing opera and she won. And Trinidad also won the group competition with a dance. They had Criolla.
Okay. That sounds like
Mhm.
a event that I guess is it open to the public? People could buy tickets and go and watch these performances, or is it
Yeah,
just the
yeah. Even if
groups?
you're not taking part in the competition, because a lot of parents and so on went with the kids. They just bought the package, the spectator package, and they went to all the events. They had access to all the events. but you got to stay at the hotel that the event is keeping. So even
Okay.
if you're not performing, you're not gonna nobody perform, still you could go.
Got you. Got you.
Okay,
Got you. Got you.
that's good, man. That's good. Yeah, man.
It's
Well, Easy,
July,
we
eh?
about to wrap it up, you know.
It's
Yeah,
late.
July,
About
late
to wrap it
July.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So you have any
Culturama
final
thing.
words for us?
Um. Well, for 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 thank you guys for accepting me and the show. And I know each you guys busy with your event, and take time out to interview me. I really appreciate it, and I wish you guys all the best. I just watch the interviews, I just watch
Yeah.
sometimes I just pop in and see what I do and listen to the shows and so on. Well, all the best, and anybody out there who interested in performing arts and performing at our Copa, you citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, just hit me up and we get that going. So I want to get a lot of entries. I want a big team. Last year was, I mean, this year was just me one, but I want a good team next event. Even though it's
I
our
get
own
it.
culture, I probably won't be here for culture next year, but it's a
Yeah, I
is
could
a
see
is
that.
a bigger stage.
And you getting support from like the government and stuff with this venture, the federal, local.
Yeah, I got some help from the local government.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Brantley himself personally, he gave me a check for
Mm-hmm.
one to make one of my payments. So I just want to say thanks for that.
Okay.
And
Yeah, me up for that.
here and there I would have picked up little sponsors and so on. So
Okay.
people,
Okay. Okay.
even though some people still asking what the event is, they're
Mm-hmm.
still supporting.
Okay, because I think you're gonna need the financial assistance.
Yeah.
Especially you're trying to get more people going on there. It would be nice if I don't think we have the Ministry of Entertainment anymore, but even the federal side, if they could get a little push, a little boost. But
Yeah, well, I had a meeting with them, so it looks like we're gonna be getting some help assistance from the federal government as well.
okay, okay. So big them up
So
to one time. We're gonna go ahead and just big them up in
I spoke with
advance.
Sam already.
Big them up in advance. But easy, it was our pleasure. It's like you said. You said it, and we agree. One of the greatest to have done it. Coming out of St. Kitts and Nevis. I'm just gonna put the full stamp on it. We always wanted you to be here and have this discussion, and you finally got the time. You tell me, Ira, you got the new music, and you can come on once you get in your music, and you tell me you're ready, and you're here. It was a wonderful discussion. It's always a
Right down
conversation.
my sunshine.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I appreciate you being a man of your word. So that was when I went home the last time, and I appreciate you being a man of the word, and and I appreciate I appreciate the time you have given towards music and creating the hits that Reese and I and the whole community could listen and enjoy repeatedly, and dance to and have a festive time. You know
My
what I mean?
pleasure.
That's a powerful thing. And also now you taking the mantle in getting others involved and sharing an experience that you had with them, and that is such a selfless act that it's really worth commending. So big up yourself, Easy.
So,
um and a lot of respect and all the best to your career and whatever your endeavors are moving forward. And I'm gonna let Reese do his thing, and then we're gonna
But,
exit off.
yeah, man. But Easy, big up yourself. Um, like Aaron
no, it's
said,
bless up.
your contribution to the art form is undeniable. Um, Longevity, consistency. You have been a pillar in the industry for quite some time, and for that, as a civilian outside enjoying myself, I want to say thank you. I have partied, I've gotten drunk, I've gallivanted in the corporate culture. And, I have been,
Billions are mine.
me no like a era who say he step on one say me went everywhere with everybody and
Yeah,
big
yeah,
up,
yeah,
big up
yeah,
yourself,
yeah,
man.
you know. Yeah, yeah.
Big up
Well, I
yourself, yeah.
enjoy the music in
No
undercover,
man,
so
yeah. But we just want you to keep doing what you're doing and keep pushing going forward, you have come a long way, but the journey is not finished. And we want that when
Still
that
got a
journey is
long way
finished,
to go.
you can say bye easy put Singing Steve on the world map. Yeah, Easy got world championship. Singing Steve's only got 2 world champions. I mean, if I realize it, it's Kim Collins and Easy.
easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
what
a
I'm
good way to
saying.
look at it for real.
Yeah,
You know
Kim
what I
Collins
mean?
are
So with that,
easy.
yeah, man, sorry that we say big up, man, and congratulations. Just keep pushing and going forward. You know what I mean? So that's all, man.
Yeah, man, thanks. And all the best
Um,
to you guys and your show, and I wish you many more years of success with your show and
all
whatever
right.
you put your mind to.
We
Thank you, man.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Easy, I'm gonna play this song again, and I hope we don't get strike. If we get strike, I calling you. I calling
Yeah,
you.
man, we gonna
Wait,
go.
you know play the other one.
And well, of course, I wanted to end it with that. 'Cause that
Okay,
is
okay.
that's my tune. That's the tune. That's the one.
All
I
right.
like this one. I don't know. I just like the vibes. So anyway,
It's easy.
yeah.
Watch you got them.
What's up, man?
Watch you got them finger waist. Round and round. Finger waist. Round and round. Fling out your waist. Round and round. Fling that.
Wait. I'm gonna pull it up. We're gonna start it over. Easy. Just before you go, I need you to say, you're tuning into Real Talk Corner. You know what I mean? It's been real, and whatever else you wanna add in there, just in case we need to do a little clip. We got that of you doing it, so we would appreciate that. And then we could get back into the tune. And introduce your track too.
Right now, you tune into Real Talk Corner with Ira and Reese, the 2 big man them on the campus. And this tune is called Fling Waist. This one coming on the MIA reading by Daddy Tusek. So, you don't know, without further ado, blaze it.
It's easy. Watch you got them. Watch you got them finger waist.